Hello, everyone. It's me, Sambot Malonatron, the bartending robot of tomorrow. I just want you all to know that this episode was recorded before the Sovereign Council of the Chup Collective was dissolved by John and Chris earlier this week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. I don't really get it either, but I'm sure the guys will get into it on the next one. Until then, have a drink, slap a bell, and prepare yourself for another super live adventure.
Hey, adventurers!
Ahoy!
Ahoy! Come on in. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, don't stay out there. It's cold and wet.
Yeah, don't get the shivers.
Come in
Step
here
inside.
where it's warm and wet. We were out there. That's why we're wet.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Yeah, come on. It's not that kind of a place.
That's right. It's the kind of place where, hey, everybody knows your name around here. We've been here for you guys for 8 years now.
8 years today.
8 long, grueling years.
8 goddamn years.
Of my life gone.
March 26th, 2013. That is when we launched Super Live Adventure.
Wow.
Some of you have been there since, really, day one.
Since day one.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
Some
you. This one's for you guys.
That's for you guys. You gonna do a shot right now?
Yeah, you down?
I'm down. All right, I'm gonna do old school tequila. I'm gonna lick the salt, do the shot out of the bottle, and eat the lemon. Here we go.
I got a little whiskey here. Oh, boy. Happy anniversary, my love.
Happy anniversary, my love. I'm just repeating it back. I'm sorry. I'm still bouncing back from this tequila shot. And a happy anniversary to the Super Live Adventure Podcast! I am Chris Sorrentino.
I am John Saluga, and we're pirates.
Arr! Welcome aboard.
Pirates on the web. You're in your wing, I'm in mine.
Yeah, man.
But warmer weather's on the horizon, buddy.
Yeah, man. Keep a weathered eye on the horizon, as we pirates like to say.
You are fully vaccinated. I talk about it's like I talk about friends and family like dogs now. Like,
yeah.
Fully vaccinated? This is my friend Chris. He's fully vaccinated.
He's these are his papers.
Chris, show him your papers.
Well, that's you know what, man. It's all telling.
Yeah.
By the sky, man. You if the moon is waxed, he's fully vaxxed.
That's right.
It's a sailor thing.
That goes way back to sailor times.
I don't know if the mic's picking this up. Muffin is snoring.
Oh, I'm not hearing it. Wait, let me really. No, I don't hear it.
No?
Oh.
It's really funny.
How does a muffin
It's really
snore?
cute, too.
Oh, it's cute? Okay.
Yeah. It's like... It's real
Of course
cute.
Muffin talks in her sleep.
Oh, she
Of course.
definitely...
All day. You think she's making noise when nobody's home? Like, if everybody
Yeah.
leaves the house, is she just like...
Yeah. Oh, dude, sometimes nobody's home and I'm the only one pulling up to the old Slap Studio, Staten Island, the giant mansion.
Yeah.
And I see a line of
Excuse me.
vagrant tomcats in front of my house. They're just listening to her sultry singing into the night. Her,
like a Heathcliff cartoon out on the lawn.
And there's a line of them.
Wow.
Cats. Biggest balls you ever seen on a cat. All of them. Big bald cats. But you know what? Like each one online bigger than the next till you get to the end. It's a cat who can't even walk.
Oh God. Hey, if that's what Muffin wants.
No, she's not getting. I come. I'm screaming. They all run. I see that cat with the big balls jumping the fence. He almost tore his sack on the fence.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep.
That can happen.
That has happened.
That's happened. Happened to a friend of mine.
There's a guy I know. His we both know him. His brother got into a fight with the guy. Like he was running from the cops or something, and like he jumped the fence. As he jumped the fence, his pants ripped off. Like completely took his pants off, and he was like in this guy's backyard, and the guy tried fighting him. And like he's fighting a grown man. He's like a teenager, like and he's in his underwear. So the guy kept like going for his balls, like trying to grab him. The guy's like, what the fuck is going on here? He's like getting shuffled around the backyard, and a guy's just going for it.
That's a move. Now that I'm an adult, I own a home. Like if I was in that situation and there was a teenager in his underwear.
Yeah, like you just hear cops and shuffling, like a whole kerfuffle going on, and then you go in your backyard and there's this teenager running through it in his underwear. Like, yeah, I guess you go for the balls.
Would you go for I would avoid the balls.
But it's the weakest spot. Like you bring a man down.
I know you're still a man touching a teenager's balls.
Oh yeah, that part.
That part. He's a kid. You're a grown man. I think you do the manly, grown-up manly thing, and you just punch him square in the face and take him down.
What about a kick? Kick to the balls.
Oh, kick to the balls is funny. My son, who's 4, and his sister, who's almost 2, they're good kids. They love each other, but it's a little rough because he's just bigger.
Yeah,
and he can, you know what I mean. She doesn't have she's learning how to talk, but she's not there yet. So it gets like a bully situation sometimes, and I was just like, if I just taught her to kick him in the balls, all her problems are over. But as a guy, I can't do it. But she's just like, like she's just getting tortured. She's always looking at me like that. You know, he's just got her in a headlock or whatever, and I'm like, there's kryptonite, but I can't.
Yeah,
you got to discover it on your own. I can't tell you Ben's kryptonite.
You just teach her a good old Mo Howard eye poke.
Yeah, she's gonna get him. She's already heard him a couple times, but you know what? It's good training. It's good training for it's just to have a guy that's annoying all the time, and she's like learning how to basically like deal with that and fend for herself, and eventually knock him out. Yeah. You know, I want him to stop, but while he's doing it, he's also like he's teaching her a valuable lesson. Guys are annoying.
Yeah, it's true. You know what they say? If you can't stop, you're gonna get on top. That's what they say.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
If you can't stop, then you gotta take control of the situation.
Then he's gonna get on top. If you can't stop, he's gonna get on top.
I don't think I want to tell my son and my daughter this, but I think there's good advice in there somewhere.
Just let him listen to this. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. By the way, I'm drinking a Guinness.
Me too.
Woo! And a Corona, weirdly enough, because of that shot. I was like, I'll have it with a Corona.
You're having a Guinness and a Corona, and I'm drinking a Guinness out of a Coors Banquet glass that belonged to my grandmother.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Feels disrespectful to somebody. I don't know who. Maybe my grandmother, maybe the Irish.
Maybe the Mexicans.
Yeah. I assume most of what I do is disrespectful to the Mexicans.
Yeah, it's kind of, status quo around here.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I think just being American and like, just using different products and stuff like that. I think you're always being mean to the Mexicans and the Chinese at the very least.
I think I definitely mispronounce way too many things at Mexican restaurants. And it makes me a terrible person.
Yeah, well, nobody's worse than my stepfather with that, and he does it
But he does it brazenly.
brazenly.
You know what I mean? I do it very sheepishly.
An order of quesadillas. Quesadillas over here. Chicken quesadillas.
I'm a very
table.
sheepish Mexican food orderer. I'll say something and be like, "Oh my God, Oaxaca."
Oaxaca.
I'll have extra
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
It's guacamole, sir. It's guacamole.
Where's the cheese? I think listen, there's like 4 X's in it. Like, I can't pronounce a word like that. An X and a T, like next, like what is going on? I don't know. I can't say it.
All right, I've gotten way better with this over time. What I used to do was I would read the description if I couldn't read the name. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, I'll have the chicken with mushrooms and asparagus in a creamy. Well, like I would say that. That's a stupid thing to do. But that's like I would just bypass the thing and just say what it is.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, I'll have
That's
the 2 cuts of
super
veal with a with a balsamic reduction and a side of the number 3. Number 3. A menu that doesn't number their shit, that's a funny thing to do. Count and go, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'll have the number 4. when you're at a fancy restaurant.
Quattro.
Oh, I was telling my coworkers this is a real thing I do in restaurants with Christine. I haven't been out to eat in a year now. A running joke. Oh my God, I've been with Christine. It's almost 15 years now. Can you believe it? Wow. So like, I'd be in a restaurant with her, and when I'm like done with my dinner, if there's like a little crumb or something on the plate, I wait. And when somebody comes over to take the plate away, I wait until they pick it up, and then I frantically like go for the crumb like a maniac. I go for the last piece, and then every time they go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and they like drop the plate, and then I eat off of it like a maniac. And Christine now just goes, "It's a thing. He's not serious. Take the plate." She's like, "Take the plate." It's like this old joke. It's one of my favorite things to do. And you know me, I'm not that guy a lot in life, but I'm that guy when I'm eating, and I'm that guy when I'm like online with people. Like if I'm on like a long line, I'll start to do weird shit. And when Christine is with me, because she gets real shy, she's not that person, I like to like turn it up. Like we were going to a friend's like barbecue once, and as a joke, I just bought like every flavor Pringles that you could get. It was like a gross amount of Pringles cans, and it was everything, and just put them on the belt. And the guy like looked at me, and I was just like, my wife loves Pringles. And it's real stupid, but Christine like legitimately gets embarrassed when I do shit like that.
Of course.
That's the thing the pandemic took away from me. Like being an idiot in public. My stepfather has a friend who's bald, and he got a toupee and immediately recognized he looked like a fucking asshole. Was like, I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? Like just straight up was like, I'm not going to do it except when I go out to eat with my family.
Yeah.
And he does that. He puts on this bad toupee and he'll take his family out to dinner. And it's that is so funny to me. I think that's your, you know, people talk about like dad jokes. Like I know there's like the corny jokes, but it's also, you're totally abusing your power. It's a situation where like, if you guys want to walk away from this, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be real hard for all of us. So you're just going to have to deal with me looking like this while we eat.
Looking like a fucking clown.
Or hearing this fucking same joke every time we go to the movies, every time, like whatever it is. Well, I love, dude, I being a dad It's the only thing I'm gonna like more is being a grandpa. I hope I get to be a grandpa.
Oh, it's even worse.
That's even but for you, it's the best.
No, it's the best, but for everybody else, it's the fucking worst.
You could do anything you want.
You talk about the movies. My thing always is like when you go see like a movie like a Star Wars opening night. So it's like you go at like 10, and then you're like, you're walking out of the theater, and the people like seeing it at 12 are online, and you walk past that line, and you just say really stupid fake spoilers.
Fake spoilers.
Like, I can't believe Han and Chewie got married after all these years. Like real stupid things. Man, you see the way that Ewok ate that guy's eyes? like you just drop that as you're walking, and then people are like, holy shit. I can't wait to see The Force Awakens now.
You know what I love? Every example is like if you wrote Star Wars, what would happen? Like an Ewok would take a stormtrooper's helmet off, and there'd be a young face, an 18-year-old boy.
Yeah, just a fresh recruit.
Terrified that suddenly there's just a bear, an alien bear on him.
Just ripping his face apart.
Yeah, and eats his fucking eyes.
Fucks his mouth.
Yeah.
Bear dick in his mouth.
And he goes, yub, nub.
Chokes on Ewok cock. E-cock.
Oh, God. Yeah, you want to ruin let us ruin Star Wars.
Let us ruin your Star Wars. Hey, do you have a Star Wars? Do you like Star Wars? Are you a big fan?
Yeah.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You know what? Let us ruin your Star Wars. Let us just put a whole bunch of tits and fucking and Ewok shitting and Jabba the Hutt's penis. Do you want to see what his penis looks like? We'll show it to you. Have you ever imagined what his penis must look like?
Imagine the little person that got shoved inside Jabba's penis to wriggle around, just wriggle and squirm.
Terrence McNamara. Terrence McNamara, the little person actor.
Who was the littlest actor in Star Wars? You're right, Jabba's penis.
Played by Terrence McNamara.
Terrence McNamara.
You might have seen him in such films as The Time Bandits and Troll. It's my favorite. I don't know. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right. We'll be back. We're back.
Yeah.
Still drinking Guinness out of a Coors Banquet glass.
Yeah,
feeling good. It's good to be with you.
It's good to be with you, baby. Oh, you're extra lovely tonight. Oh,
yeah. I'm desperate for some loving, man.
Oh man, if I wasn't, you want to do like stuff over the cameras? You want to give me a big old smooch on the camera? It's not the same. It's not.
You know what my birthday really made me realize was the last time I hugged you. Yeah. It's now officially over a year ago. That's what my birthday made me realize.
Oh, man.
That's a long time. I don't like it. Listeners know the love between Chris and myself. There's a lot of hugging.
Yeah, there's a lot of physical contact.
There's a lot. And to not have any, that is going to be the longest hug ever.
Oh, when we can finally hug, I wish I could pay just a bear to come to your house. I'm just and hug you for me.
I'm just worried that I have all this pent up frustration, and it's a year of avoiding COVID, and I feel like we finally get back together. I feel like we're gonna give each other AIDS. I'm sorry. I just feel like. I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
I'm gonna tear each other's assholes open. Oh, that's right. Hash browns down there. It's gonna be awful. No. Yes. No. Yes. Maybe. Yes. baby wants to fuck.
Somewhere out there.
It's the same mood, Joe. It's the same mood.
Hey, listeners, Chris, he thinks it's ridiculous, but this whole pandemic, every night at 2 a.m, I ask him to go outside and stare at the same moon.
I do.
And I sing my part, and he doesn't sing his part. He just goes, "It's the same moon." And then he hangs up on me. But he goes outside and he looks at it just to check.
Yeah.
Because he's a good friend.
I try.
He gives me the benefit of the doubt. I know it's the same. It's amazing.
You know what? It's when it really hits me how sad it is when I text you like I came, and you text me back, "I'm still going," and I'm like, I gotta hang in there for him. Just write you back. It's great, loving it. It's moon.
It's hard. It's hard. We can't. You can't. It's hard to be a good lover during a pandemic.
We could never end at the same time. It's bad.
That's it.
We gotta get back together.
A lot of the chemistry between us is, it's straight up pheromones.
Slappy's got to get its groove back.
But how? One day we'll tell you, kids, and I'll write the screenplay. How Slappy got his groove back.
How Slappy got its groove back. Oh, one stinky night. Oh, man.
That's the thing I used to do with Manny, our friend Manny. He would call me, and I would always pretend I was in the middle of a conversation. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
And I would just go like this. I would answer the phone like this. I would go, "Yes." Anyway, that's how Stella got her groove back. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I would do that every time. I'm like, "Yeah, so that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit." "Yo, hey, dude, what's up?"
That's fucking great.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was an old bit.
I never knew that.
An old telephone bit.
I miss that guy.
I had a really nice conversation with him recently. But yeah, we used to talk all the time, and I should call him more because I love him.
Yeah,
I love Manny. I love Molly.
Yeah, I could not imagine a better fucking couple. Like those two. Oh man, I can't wait for the fucking wedding. I better be invited to that wedding.
You better be invited. The pressure's on. That's tough. I would imagine that guest list for Manny Rondon and Molly Lysenko.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's hard, man. They can't invite everybody. I think
I want to be there.
I know. I am. Listen, guys, if you're listening, I really don't feel any pressure to invite the both of us. I mean, everybody knows I'm closer with both of you, really. I've known Manny longer. Molly, yeah, I remember the night I met you. Jay Miller said you should talk to her. She's a good person to know.
Yeah, but who's going to party harder at your wedding? Who's going to get people crazier than the guy with the tie around his head who looks like John Belushi that fell into the cake?
I know, but also, is it worth the smell of urine inside?
I think it is. Listen, you ask any bartender in New York City, and they'll tell you it is.
One of the things Chris likes to do when he's really drunk, like blackout drunk, is show you that he can just piss indoors without anybody noticing, or piss anywhere without anybody noticing. And I'll tell you the truth, he's right.
I pull it off, baby.
But he still pisses inside.
Well, yeah.
I've had you so many times. I've been at a bar with you where you looked at me and you were like, "I'm peeing." Like you pissed on the bar while talking to me. And then if it's one of those We Love McSorley's, the old timey part where they throw the sawdust on the floor, yeah, for you that's an invitation. You're like, that's why it's there. That's what it's there for. It's there to soak up all the urine.
I just think it's funny that like a guy did it. I just cleaned it up. He's like, "Oh, it's fish again." He's been back. He marked his territory.
By the way, every bar should have sawdust. I love it. I love the smell.
Yeah.
I love how it soaks up the beer. And I remember
and
McSorley's, no bar stools and sawdust on the floor. And my Uncle Harry was the one who was like, yeah, because back in the day, if you ran into somebody on the street and they had sawdust in their hair, you knew all you needed to know. Like that was all the information you needed.
Do I detect sawdust in your hair? Town drunkard? Hey, village whore. Do I detect the scent of pine behind your earlobes? You've been laying on the bar floor again. Filthy whore.
I was held captive in a lumberyard. Yeah, sure you will.
Yeah, right.
Sure you will. You hear me? God damn it. Chris, I drank too much.
You're going to kill me. I got to pee again. I drank too. Right? I learned it from you, Dad.
We bought all this beer for St. Patrick's Day, and
McPatrick's, he didn't even visit me. He's supposed to come and throw up under your pillow.
Oh, you know what's funny?
Every McPatrick Day. Are you supposed to wake up to puke under your pillow?
Oh, I was talking about this at work because I said
my own puke.
My son was like excited for St. Patrick's Day, and he was like, "What do we do?" And I was like, "Well, Dad makes this corned beef," and he was like, "Yeah." And then I was just like, "Oh, I was just drinking." Like, I was like, "You want me to play Irish?" I realized how lame it was. And then at work, Jonna Scrabus, who I work with, she was talking about somebody she knows. I forget if it was a family member or a friend, but like with their kids, they do like green milk, and they do a whole thing where like a
what is this fucking Star Wars?
But it's like a leprechaun came into the house and left like.
And there's people who do leprechaun traps. Is that the thing? The leprechaun trap?
Put green food coloring in the toilet and said like the leprechaun must have like peed in the toilet.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And apparently this kid was really freaked out that like a leprechaun came into the house. And like and the kid, the milk tastes the same, but the kid thought the milk was like gross and there was like green water in it was really funny. But I was like, I like the idea. We have Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Like, why not? Why not just say a leprechaun comes to the house and like wreaks havoc? Nothing good for the kid. Like, there's nothing fun. Like, your milk is green. He took a piss in the toilet.
Oh my God!
Ripped your finger painting in half and left.
Knocked me up.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And left. Yeah.
But when the corned beef came around, the kids were all on board, man. And I said to Ben, I was like, "This is only on St. Patrick's Day." He's like, "I love St. Patrick's Day." I was like, "That's there you go. That's all you need."
So I made a soda bread.
Oh, my wife
from scratch.
My wife attempted to make one, and what happened was it wasn't soda bread. It was bad. My wife's a good baker, but she tried a new recipe and it was shit. You make a good one?
My soda bread killed. It was the first time I ever made one. It was amazing. But part of me was tempted to throw green food coloring in it to make it a green soda bread.
Yeah, you know me. I'm not a food coloring guy. I don't care about the color. Yeah. I don't care about the color. I don't want colors added.
I get it. But wait, let me go pee.
I'm a clear Pepsi boy. All right, let's go.
Wait, you say you were a clear Pepsi boy? I gotta ruminate on that while I pee.
Do you think Pepsi is clear without coloring added, or do you think they had to do some extra shit to make it clear?
Oh, they did extra shit. They had.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
They had to get Sammy Hagar involved.
It's got to be like slightly, like I imagine it's like a light yellowish brown or something, right?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not clear.
No, and so it's somebody just made it look like it's the same. It's clear, but it reminds me of like that like gel deodorant.
Yes,
that's what clear Pepsi reminds me of. Like somebody made it. Somebody made Pepsi deodorant.
Yeah, deodorant you can light on fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, that alcohol, it just smells like pure alcohol. Those, you know what I'm talking about? They all feel like that. Those
bits.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want a Pepsi I could light on fire.
Me too. One day, Chris.
Pepsi Fuego.
Pepsi Fire.
Gotta pee.
Yeah, do it. I'm gonna do it too. There he goes, and he's off. All right, yeah, I'm gonna pee too. That's the sound of a Guinness, man.
Oh, baby, Guinness draft in my glass. Pour it up, drink another one. Oh.
Guinness was always my go-to in the stand-up days, working for drink tickets.
The drink that eats like a bread.
Yeah, but then you look at the calories. It's not so bad. I don't talk about it like that. I remember the first time I had it, I was like, "Oh, it's like eating cake." It's like, nah, it's really not. It's just a very different thing, especially when you're a kid that just drank like Bud Ice, and then you try a Guinness for the first time. It's
there's not even any blue agave or lime in this drink.
Hey, I'm gonna do a shot, Chris.
Yeah, maybe you go for that.
Ooh, I'm doing a little bourbon over here, a little bullet.
Ooh. Oh, John's look at dodging them bullets over there.
Woo! Here's to our 26th anniversary.
Woo!
26 years of podcasting. It's an amazing accomplishment, really.
Yeah, it is.
We did it before the internet.
26 years of podcasting. Could you believe it?
Could you?
March 8th.
That's still not before the internet, but March 8th.
March 8th, 26 years.
The day before my birthday.
That's right. I remember we started it. We were like, you know what? We should really do a podcast the day before your birthday.
That's right.
It'd be a big birthday surprise for you the next day.
And then we were like, hey, we should go see Biggie live.
Well, back in 2013, he wasn't even, he wasn't even a hologram yet. That's not even true. That's Tupac, the guy who supposedly killed Biggie. We don't know.
One day we'll all be holograms.
Oh my God! You want to talk about a hug? If my hologram hugs your hologram,
oh man,
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. It's crossing the streams.
Ready Player One shit, bro. Oh, that's definitely crossing the streams. Oh my God,
too hot to handle, man.
No, too cold to hold.
When my hologram hugs your hologram, that's how the world ends.
That's how we face the music. Holograms hugging.
That's how we do it.
Is there any more of a sweeter love than between two holograms?
No.
No. Right?
No, that's all anybody can hope for.
You know
one day you're a hologram and your best friend becomes a hologram and your holograms fall in love?
Yeah, because
you know what you had was real.
Yeah. Well, no, because you know what they say? The holograms, they look at each other and they both say to each other, like, listen, I'm just a light representation of another person. I'm just another person made of light. And all I know is my love for you.
Yeah.
I know nothing else.
Yeah.
And that makes it real. That makes it strong. That's the strongest thing in the universe.
Yeah. That's what a hologram says. Or a hologram is like, hi, I'm George Carlin, and this is an outtake from the 80s. There's no emotional connection whatsoever. I'm not going to look you in the eyes. Sunglasses are staying on, and I'm just going to say, yeah. I'm just going to read the script, and you fellas are going to pretend to be emotional. But you know what? You're going to look at Kristen Schaal, and you're going to say, I see the resemblance. I feel like I'm looking at Rufus when I'm looking at Doofus, daughter of Rufus.
Doofus.
I like Kristen Schaal, but next to Rufus, she's Doofus. No offense, but you're no Rufus, Doofus.
I like Kristen Schaal also. But yeah,
Oh
the
my
daughter
God.
of Rufus has to be named Doofus. That just makes sense.
Kristen Schaal and Kurt Braunohler, they opened for Flight of the Conchords at Radio City, and they did the dumbest fucking thing I ever saw in my life, and it made me cry. Kristen Schaal's a horse, I think, was what it was. It's just it was Kurt just going, Kristen Schaal's a horse, Kristen Schaal's a horse. And she was like dancing around like a horse. It was like if you wrote like the most obnoxious live act on the planet and did it at Radio City. I love her I love her so much, man. And I've seen her live a bunch of times, and yeah, really good. Alternative comics. I don't mean on TV and in movies, like when people get there. I'm so happy I got to see her and Eugene Merman and stuff, like really man. Like on stage working stuff out. It's some of the funniest people ever. But still a doofus next to Rufus.
Oh, yeah, completely.
That movie, I'll tell you something. I know some of our listeners liked it. No, I'd like to make it go away.
You would make
I'd make it go away.
I didn't dislike it enough to make it go away, but it's definitely the weakest of those Bill and Ted movies. Like, if you're going to watch a Bill and Ted movie, you're not going for that one, right?
I mean, if Bill and Ted are like two-dimensional characters, they gave birth to, like, they gave birth. They fathered two, one-dimensional characters. Like, their kids, it's like a real multiplicity situation with their kids. It's like they're really... they're just more simple than Bill and Ted, and we don't. I have a lot of problems with it. It's not a good movie. Sorry.
I don't know who you're apologizing to. The makers of Bill and Ted don't do this shit.
I'm apologizing to Click and Tuna, who I think has a bit of what you had when you saw the last Indiana Jones movie, and I was ready to walk out, and you're like, no, it's good. It's good. I think that
I lied to myself. God,
yeah,
I'll never forgive myself.
Click and Tuna.
It's Indy.
Listen, I love you. I love you. But it's time to face the music and acknowledge the fact that movie
was a real crystal skull.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves forgot how to play his character.
Yeah, dude, he wasn't Ted in that movie.
No, he wasn't Ted. He was Hollywood star Keanu Reeves trying to do slapstick. Like, it was like a weird. Yeah. It wasn't good. I'm sorry.
John Wick doing slapstick.
Will you watch that movie again? Ever in your life? Do you want to?
Probably not.
That's all you need to know. I used to have a rule back in the day. This is old school. This is like VHS. This is Blockbuster days. I had a rule that was if I was going to rent a movie more than 2 times, I should own it.
Yeah.
And I think about that sometimes with stuff like that, where would I buy it? Would I rent it? Would I more than that one time? And if I wouldn't, yeah, it's not worth your time. It's better. Bill and Ted, there are 2 movies, and I would say you are better off not watching the third. It adds nothing to the franchise. It only hurts it. I
have a similar rule about movies. It's if you wouldn't quote it, why own it? And like, there's tons of Bill and Ted quotes, tons of Bill and Ted 2 quotes. Is there anything quotable from that third movie? Is there anything you would walk around saying and people are going to be like, oh man, Bill and Ted, excellent journey, whatever. What was the name of it? Save the World, Bill and Ted. Face the music. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Great. Oh man, yeah, man, you nailed it. Like, there's nothing quotable. There's nothing you're going to pull from it. There's nothing.
And I'll tell you something, man. To match the original 2, it should have been shot on film, but I recognize that's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They should have shot on VHS.
I'm down with that.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
They should have shot the whole thing on VHS. It should have been lower quality than the original 2.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, this is Bill and Ted on no budget.
Mm-hmm.
Feels right. Well, you gotta listen. You opened up your notes from the show earlier, and something fell out, and it was a thing that we forgot about, and it was your wife, Brienne, old hathead herself.
My wife.
She likes to watch British television. My wife does too, but I think Brienne watches way more.
A whole lot more.
They
I
share
got a
Downton
whole
Abbey.
list.
Listen, I have a few. I have Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I have Benny Hill.
We all have Mr. Bean. I think we've all watched Mr.
But
Bean.
I have Keeping Up Appearances.
I keep hearing that's amazing from you and nobody else.
You have to watch Keeping Up Appearances. Come on.
I will. I will.
Mrs. Bucket, or should I say, Bouquet. Please watch it. I want you to watch.
I hate you!
Fart Party should have to watch Keeping Up Appearances. That's how it. By the way, that's how it ends. Is you say that you're gonna watch every episode of Keeping Up Appearances, and you do like 3 episodes, and then your son stopped talking to you, and it's all my fault.
Yeah.
But we come to terms with it. You get kicked out of the house. But the podcast gets real popular, and we finally buy that cabin
huge.
up in Ontario, and you and I
up in Bucketsville,
we live out the rest of our days doing a podcast about keeping up appearances.
What would you call it? What would you call the podcast about keeping up appearances?
I'd call it bucket cast, but like in the text it'd be bucket cast. But when I introduce, I go, "You are listening to the Bouquet Cast with Chris Artino and John Saluga. We'll be talking about keeping up appearances."
Not to be confused with the Bukkake Cast. It's a completely different show.
Completely different show, also hosted by John Saluga and Chris Artino. Dude, if we hosted the Bouquet Cast and the Bukkake Cast, and we just released, hey, Super Life Adventurers, thank you for taking this journey with us. We're shutting the whole thing down. We just came up with a better idea. We're going to split it into 2 shows. One's all Bukkake, one's all Bouquet, a.k.a. Bucket, keeping up appearances. But thank you. Hey, we couldn't have gotten here without you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support, and goodbye. No, you know what? Since it's our last show, you found.
I gotta go pee.
Get the fuck out! Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
I just talked about you could pee anywhere. Just pee.
You may.
Oh, see? When he's in his own house, he won't just pee. He goes to a bathroom like a human being. All right, we'll be right back. Check out Keeping Up Appearances. I love it. Queen Mum, Gail Thompson, let us know what you think about Keeping Up Appearances. 781-POD-SLAP. That's 781-763-7527. Or Vicky. I would love to hear from Vicky James.
Oh, I miss Vicky. I hope she's
James.
Good. Connie Sugar Wash.
Oh my Lord. We have
the quietest chub. We know you're out there.
Quietest chub.
Our buddy. Oh man, it's John Hayes. All our UK buddies.
I hope you're okay. It's been an odd year. Part of that is just throwing off people's. I used to listen to podcasts more because I was commuting and stuff, but I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's well, and we love you guys. And,
yeah, we love you guys. We think of you. We love you.
Yeah, I'm gonna single out Vicky. Vicky's one of the first members of the Chub Club, and I met Vicky a long time ago at a staph infection show, and I love Vicky. Vicky's super funny. And she's sent us some beautiful things. She's created some artwork, including you drunk on St. Patrick's Day, we had a contest what to do with a photo of you blackout drunk, like out on the deck, and like Vicky.
Yeah, the fat drunk stupid challenge. She won that, dude. She sent us those the pop figures.
Yes.
Yeah, of us. She had pops made. You know, the Funko Pops made of John and I. They're fucking glorious.
Beautiful.
I can't wait for the next live show to just like have them out. People to just see them, enjoy them.
Well, you know what? We dedicate every episode to a member of the Little Chub Club. Vicky's had an episode dedicated, but I'm going to dedicate this to Vicky too.
Oh my God, Vicky got 2 episodes.
The first ever to get 2 dedicated.
Oh, 2 episodes, Vicky. Oh, you think you're so nice. You're standing on your corner. You're holding an ice in your hand. It's a hot July day, but you're holding it. You look good, girl. You look good.
You hear that, Vicky? You look good.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You said.
Sorry you brought that out of me.
You said nothing but nice things. I think it was completely appropriate. Everything you just did. You will not offend
nobody.
You won't offend a woman in England with that accent.
That's the truth.
That's right, Vicky. Just don't come here if you want to talk like that.
Oh, you're going to get a lot of trouble. I'll show you. I'll show you the kind of trouble you're going to get into.
You're going to get in trouble, Chris. Don't get in trouble.
I just got in trouble on the Facebook.
You
I got banned from Facebook for 24 hours.
All right, so listener, we have a Facebook page for our Patreon group, the Little Chub Club, and we're talking about Lord of the Rings. And Alex Hulk Hogan, one of our listeners, said that he was basically casting Lord of the Rings using members of the group, and I was Frodo.
Yes.
Which is very sweet. I think it's because I have little hands and I bite my nails. And Chris, you were Samwise Gamgee because you're my heavier friend.
I'm your heavier friend. Because I ain't been dropping no eaves.
What did you post?
You wrote Samwise the Brave.
My favorite chapter in the book, by the way.
Yeah. And I wrote underneath, it's a Gollum quote, stupid fat hobbit. Right? A fat stupid hobbit.
So I wrote a chapter of the book. You quoted Gollum about yourself.
About myself, and Facebook fucking flagged me for bullying and then suspended me for 24 hours.
You bullied yourself.
I can't post. I can't comment. I can't even like.
You're banned from Facebook for calling yourself fat.
I can't even give a care emoji to someone whose cat died. All right? Do you know that's a big thing for me? I know at least 12 people a week whose cats die. Don't you know?
Cats die all the time.
So there's a lot of my friends have dead cats recently. Is this the thing? Is it just 2021 out with the old and with the new? Like the year starts, like, all right, let's get rid of these old cats.
That's it.
Toss them out the window.
That's how it works.
These stinky old cats.
Did you know a cat dies every day?
Yeah, at least.
How many cats die every day? Probably a billion.
A billion? I don't know about a billion. I'd say 80,000 cats die a day.
Well, here's my math. A lot of cats. There's a lot of cats.
Mm-hmm.
So there's too many cats. And a lot of cats die every day. So I think it's easily a billion.
Do you think it's a billion?
Listen.
Over 1 billion served?
I don't mean to be a pompous ass, but I'm better at math than you. Yeah, it's a billion.
True. But this is cat math. I'm better at cats than you.
Listen. Let's split the difference. 500 million.
Okay. It's a tall number.
Between my math and your cat expertise,
all right, we'll split right down the middle.
It's easily 500 million a day.
Okay, all right.
Which means if you're afraid of cats and you're afraid of ghosts, kill yourself right now. But guess what?
Ooh.
You're in the ghost realm.
Cat ghosts.
Yeah.
Any worse ghosts? Oh my God.
If you're afraid of ghosts and cats, I'll tell you something. Start working out, man. Start juicing. Just stay alive as long as you can, because when you're dead, you're in the nether realm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're out there. You're outnumbered.
Oh man, you can't wear a single sweater without it being covered in cat hair when you're in the afterlife.
I still can't. I grew up with cats, and that's it. It's in my DNA. If I buy something black, cat hair
It's
appears
forever.
Yeah, I have cat hair that will just stay with me for the rest of my life.
You do. There's things you wash and there's still cat hair in them, and you're like, this cat died 12 years ago. How is this still happening?
Dead cat hair. Yeah, that hangs around. My mom definitely has dead cat hair just all over her.
She made a wig of it.
Yeah, she made a wig of it.
She wears it when she holds court.
She smells like it. It's in her teeth, but forget it.
No, cat hair in the teeth. Oh, forget about it.
She's gross. Those white pubes, those aren't hers. They're the goddamn cat's.
It's the cat's white pubes.
But John, that's your mother. Listen, was it your first episode?
What, you don't think cats have pubes?
Huh?
That would be great.
My mom probably has white pubes. You know how I know? Her twin sister does, and she told me she does.
She showed me.
It's a true story. At a barbecue. And then she turned to my grandfather and said, "Isn't it true your pubes turn white?" He goes, "Don't ask me. Mine fell out a long time ago." That's the family I come from.
Grandpa's got hardwood floors and your aunt's got snow on the roof.
Hey.
That's what happens.
That's it.
At a barbecue. At a family barbecue.
You learn the truth. And just using deduction and logic, my mother either has white pubes or no pubes.
I'll let you know.
It's either the oldest vagina or a baby's vagina. Sorry, Mom.
I was just thinking through in the middle of that. I would love to see like a cat, and you pick him up, and like it's all regular cat hair, but down there by its nether regions, it's all curly.
Oh,
pubes.
It curls
like
up.
Cat had curly cat pubes.
You know what? You bring up a point. That's a pubic point.
Oh, Pubic Point? I went
point.
up there one time. We had a picnic up at Pubic Point.
You listen to a Good Point podcast. We give you good points, good pubic points. Stuff about pubic hair. How come animals aren't curly down there? Give us a call. Imagine if a kangaroo had a bush. Would you run away faster? Give us a call. You went to Australia. What if a snake had pubes? Would you run away or would you kill it and use it to scrub a pot?
What if your hair got tangled up in an elephant short and curlies? Let us know.
Do gorillas have like curly, like coarse? I know they have tiny penises, but are we the only ones with pubes that are different?
Wait, gorillas have tiny penises?
Yeah, told us that one.
Oh, really?
They have very, 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 very small penises. Yeah.
Wait, who told us that one?
Oh, I don't know.
That name's not. You gotta erase that name from this episode. That name no longer is ever said on this podcast.
No, sorry.
That name is verboten.
All right, we gotta edit.
You can't ever bring that name up.
All right, I wrote it on a random piece of paper with things that I need to get from the store, things I need to do from work, things I want to improve about myself.
Oh, no, I think it's fine to leave it in. Just bleep her name out.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll bleep her name out. Yeah, no, it's staying in.
Why not?
Fuck we're bleeping it. But
fuck
it's
her.
Fuck her. I don't like her.
Fuck her. No, nobody likes her. She ruined lives.
Yeah, she did.
For no fucking reason, just
hey, something. Are you getting into the thing to fill out of your notes, or we're saving that? Because I think we got an episode. We were gonna do a whole thing, but I don't think we need it anymore.
No, we probably don't.
Please save it because I want to do it.
No, we should cut any mention of it.
No, tease it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it next time. I'm not doing that kind of work.
Okay, all right.
Chris really opened up a notebook today, and a thing fell out. And it was a list of the British TV shows his wife actually watches. I want to hear it. I want to do it. I think we're out of time.
Yeah,
please, can you please?
We've been talking about animal pubic hair for too long.
Can we... And by the way, give us a call, 781-POD-SLAP, if you know of any animals that have pubic hair different than the hair on the rest of their body. Is it only humans who get curly down there?
Yeah, and if you know what, if you're outside of the U.S., you could always message us a voice message at slap@superliveadventure.com. You send it that way.
That's right. You can also send us a letter, a postcard. Send that to Slap Studios, 536 Park Avenue, number 631, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076.
Yeah, if your pet has curly pubes, and you could send us a photo to that address.
If you could mail us your pet's curly pubes, send them to 536 Park Avenue, number 631. You got a poodle with straight pubes? Send it to us. I don't know how it works.
You got a poodle with curly cues on his noodle? You send it to us.
You got a hamster with an afro wig between its legs? Send us a dead hamster. Send us a mummified hamster. We'll examine it here in the laboratory.
You got a Shar-Pei with an afro on its nay-nay? You send it to us.
I've thought about straightening and conditioning my pubic hair. Because I got to be honest, I think it would look beautiful, but I think it would hit most people like a Dark Crystal character. You know, that's what I worry about.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that. All right, so we'll do British TV shows next time. We can't forget.
No,
I want to know.
We can't forget unless we start talking about animal pubic hair again.
I mean,
I can't.
The only British TV show anybody needs to know is Keeping Up Appearances. I'm telling you, everybody. You'll thank me later. You won't watch any other show. You'll just watch that, and when you've seen them all, you'll just start over again, and you'll watch it on a loop until you die because it doesn't get any better.
Who needs The Office? Who needs Friends? You got John's weird British show.
Keeping Up Appearances. It's a classic.
That's right. Keeping Up Appearances. A name I can never remember.
All right. Let's go to the voicemail. And we'll save your list for next time. Deal?
Yeah. I mean, I think I think it's a whole nother episode. I think we'd be here for another hour at least. So yeah, let's
risk
it
it
in the bud.
All right, until next time.
But remember, if you got a collie that's got a jungle where it's jolly, send us a pic.
It'll be sick.
We're talking about its dick, or its clit, It's wants to see animal's private part.
Puppy ham sandwich.
If you need egg dump soup, but you can't get off the stoop, just call eggdumpsoup.com. Give them a call, they're at your beck and call. Eggdumpsoup.com.
John and Chris, I have some stinky voicemails for you.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Little Chub Club member Juan Cerda.
Oh.
And I'm like a few minutes into the last podcast, and I'm laughing already. But I have to pause it to give you this question. I mean, you would be upset if your wife was part of a gangbang, was in a gangbang, I guess, if she was the only one being banged. What about if your wife found out that you participated in a gangbang and was the last person to go, and nobody wore condoms? Listen, hit it where you shit it, boys. In a gangbang.
It would be bad.
You know
It'd be
what?
very bad over here.
How many guys are in this gangbang?
It makes a difference, right?
It really does.
If it's 3 or a dozen.
Yeah. How big is the gang?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Call us back with more. We need more information.
It could be 5 guys. It could be 20 guys.
A little more context.
It could be 5 guys at the back of a 5 guys. 5 guys in the bathroom of a 5 guys. While 5 guys watched. Eating peanuts.
Hope you guys are doing well. It's Bob Sprung. I wanted to ask you guys, what's the difference between menstrual blood and sand? The difference between menstrual blood and sand. Can't gargle sand. Fit it where you shit it.
Oh, Bob. You know what? You're right.
He's right. He's
but
right.
I'd rather gargle sand, I think. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's not even just a thing like that. I'm a guy who gets queasy watching blood in a movie. Like, I love like gory movies and stuff, but like blood in realistic movies makes me sick. Like real everyday blood makes me sick. Jason blood, aliens, anything like it's great. Like whatever. Evil Dead, yeah, I'll watch it for days. A house full of blood. But like real life blood, no, I can't. I get queasy.
No, you do what you got to do. I'll be with Chris on the beach.
Sex on the beach. We got.
We have one more message, and it is from Little Eddie, baby. He's back in theaters.
Little Eddie is back in theaters. He's released from the Disney Vault. This spring, you can catch Little Eddie. Hey, everybody! Have you heard about our favorite movie nerd? He's always watching something new, and then he calls with his review. He'll let you know if it's worth your time, so you don't waste your dime. It's the Little Eddie Movie Wrap. It's the Little Eddie Movie Wrap. I'll say it again in case you were taking a nap. It's the Little Eddie Movie Wrap. I know it's deaf. Take it from me. Let me tell you a little about this MC. I once kissed a dog with my bad breath. I don't smoke Chiba. I just snort meth. I keep my wife locked in our cellar because I killed the kids. Please don't tell her. It's the Little Eddie Movie Wrap. That's where it's at. Little Eddie Movie Wrap once again on a episode of Slap Movie Wrap. It's the Little Eddie Movie Wrap. That's where it's at.
Hey guys, it's Little Eddie. I'm over at the atrium. I just saw The Little Things. I did not like it. That is all.
Well, thanks a lot.
Little Things. What do you
Thanks
think
for the
that's
review.
about?
I'm sorry you didn't like it, but I'm glad you're back in theaters.
I am too. I want to know what Little Things is. What is it? Is it like?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like everything is little. You just wake up one day and like everything is shrunken down to dollhouse size.
Yeah, or is it just
These little things?
Is it like A Bug's Life?
Oh, could be.
And Ants. And both those names are taken. Chris, I gotta go, man. I'm barely keeping it together.
Ain't we all? Ain't we all?
I love you all.
I love
and
you
you
all.
can all fit it
where
you shit it. Good night. I love you. Peace out. Rock and roll forever. Hoochie coo. Amen.
You look good.